teaching ball handling, the thing you want to look for is what is the hand doing in relation to the basketball. Things to look for. You want your kids to have fingertips touching the basketball, but also the fingers and the finger pads, the thumb and the thumb pads. You want the ball as much as possible to stay off the heel of the hand. It's critical that when your players are touching the basketball, they've got relaxed hands. A lot of players, when they start to dribble the basketball, they have a tendency to slap it. Their hands are really tight. I call them being noisy hands. Great ball handlers have a hand that's on the ball, that's relaxed, yet still firm. Think of being in a handshake position. Things to look for when working on our ball handling. There are an unlimited amount of drills you could do to help your kids become confident with the basketball. We're going to show you a few that are great. The first thing is you want your kids to become comfortable with the ball in their hands. For many of them that are new to the game, they may not have felt the basketball, the size of the ball, the texture of the ball. So we start with what I call ball rubs. So we've got our athletes here demonstrating. You're keeping the ball tight to the body, and literally they're going to rub the basketball, squeeze the ball to their body. Next, we're going to go into what we call ball tips. So putting the ball out straight in front of you, you're going to work on tipping the ball as quickly as you can. Again, using as much of the fingers as possible. I'll go to the side so you can see what it looks like from the side. They're going to work on having straight arms. The ball's out in front, and it's quickly going to alternate the ball between each hand. You can go straight arm, good, and down beneath, good, and hold. I would probably spend 2-3 minutes with the kids going through the ball rubs, the ball tips. Let them have fun. Let them be comfortable and confident with the ball. Next, around the world or around the body. We'll start by going around our head. Again, this is going to teach them to have a feel for the ball, what it feels like relative to their body. We can then move on to around the waist. Okay. This is one where the kids can have a lot of fun. You'll see smiles come out, and then we can go around the ankles. Key point of emphasis when you're working on your kids with these ball handling drills is to keep their eyes up, to maybe lock in on you as the coach, or to lock in on the rim with their eyes. Our next progression, we'll get our feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're going to get down and athletic, and we'll start by going around one leg. Let's start with our right leg. So ball circles. Again, eyes are up. Good. They're going to work on executing their skills with vision. We'll switch legs. We're going to go around our left leg. Again, as quickly as they can. Coaches, you know that they're getting good at it when they start to lose the basketball. Very good. If they're going hard, they're being intense, they're going to have fun, they're going to start to sweat, their heart rate's going to get up, they're going to get a good cardio workout at the same time while they're becoming better basketball players. Are you ready for our next one? Our next one is figure eights. This is a fun one. So we'll start with the ball in our right hand. We're going to go between our feet, cross over, bring it to the front. So we're going front to back. Okay, again, we start slow. Anytime you're introducing a new drill, a new technique, allow the athletes to go slow and get comfortable. But once they start to get comfortable, they got to pick it up. They got to go so fast that they lose it. Very good. The only way for them to improve is to go so fast that they lose it. That's your measurement of success. That's the measurement that you can give their kids to help them understand when they're improving it. As soon as they get comfortable, pick up the speed. You've got to be uncomfortable to get better. Great job. Here's a little thing that makes a big difference. All great ball handlers, whether they're in the NBA or the WNBA, are hard dribblers. They do what I call booming the basketball, which means that the dribble sounds differently than any other dribble. So coaches, when you're looking at your young players, evaluating their skills, when you're teaching ball handling, I want to encourage you to get your kids to boom the dribble. One of the most common mistakes kids make when they're learning to play the game is they dribble the ball really softly. When you dribble the ball softly, your eyes have a tendency to go down to find the basketball. And basketball is a visual skill. Now, if I work on booming the ball spends more time in my hand than it does out of my hand. So I can trust that the ball is going to bounce back up to me. I don't have to look down to find it. And that's what we call a boom dribble. That dribble looks, sounds, and feels different from all other soft dribblers. Let's take a look at it working with my teammate here. We're going to work together. This concept is new for him too. And so he's going to work on always athletic stance, being athletic no matter what we're doing. We're going to work on booming, and what I'm going to get him to do is to find my rhythm with his dribble. You can notice we snap the ball, it pounds back up. Good, and you boom it. Okay, let's switch to our left hand. Remember, if you work the right side, you have to spend just as much time working the left side. So the ball stays in my hand longer than it does outside of my hand. Good, well done. Those are all boom dribbles. A couple points of precision that coaches you need to be aware of, and also athletes too. The first thing, the ball, when you're working on your dribble, should stay between your hip and your shoulder. You don't want to have that ball dribble above your shoulder. That becomes a violation. The second thing is, when you think about your hand relative to the ball, coaches, a great concept to teach your players is the basketball is like the planet Earth. We've got our equator that splits the north from the south. As long as their hand stays above the basketball, above the equator, they've got a limitless number of options. They can take an unlimited number of steps. They can now get creative and have some fun, work on shaking and shimmying, work on stutters and crossovers. So this is the little thing that makes a big difference because it opens up a world of options for your players. Work on your boom dribbles. Okay, then we go on alternating machine gun. Well done. Okay, find your rhythm. Now as fast as you can. Good, nice rhythm. Feel the burn in the hands. One, eyes closed. Eyes closed, good. You can open your eyes to bring it back up. Good, and eyes open, excellent. Right side, ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, good. Let's go now. 1, 2, 1, 2. So once you start to feel comfortable, then let's get those eyes back up. Ready? On my go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Find a rhythm. Well done, well done.